An unconfirmed report, according to an unconfirmed report, a coup attempt is reported in Ivory Coast amid a political tension. Consequently, the president Alassane Ouattara has fled the country. That's what the reports that are coming out are pointing out. I'm going to share a video with you which we got. I have to say thank you for Adaka Africa that made this footage available. Yeah, so this is right now there's panic has gripped in Ivory Coast's capital in Abidjan as a gunfire echoed, across the city in what appears to be usually this is the early stage of a coup d'etat or a large-scale civil uprising. Now, according to the reports that are emerging, the ground, from the ground and social media suggest a volatile and fast, unfolding crisis in the country. Let me just from the beginning so that you can hear it.
Coup rumors rock Ivory Coast. Look at this. The streets of Abidjan are in chaos. Protesters are flooding government buildings. The army is divided. An unconfirmed report suggests that President Alassane Ouattara has fled the country. But this isn't just another political crisis. It's a seismic shift. Because what's happening in Ivory Coast...
Hi, afternoon to all. Yesterday, 19 May 2025, were an internal coup in Ivory Coast. The president, Alassane Ouattara, might be killed or arrested at the moment. There is no internet at the moment. There is no internet in Ivory Coast. So we, as a South African Truth and Solidarity Movement, we are watching the circumstances also. So we are watching Ivory Coast very closely right now.
Thousands of demonstrators have filled the streets.
Now, yeah. So this is, as you can see, there are demonstrators in the country who are, it's like a public uprising. And but again, this is not something unexpected, but the pace of it, how fast it happened is, I think it has taken everybody by surprise. Now let us continue. Now, over the past 48 hours, at least 33 people are feared as dead as clashes intensified in key areas of the capital. Now, the unrest follows widespread dissatisfaction with President Alassane Ouattara's administration, accused of severe, human rights abuses. There are journalists that have been held and government officials, military officials. So all this kind of led to it. And the people who also who are now watching what's happening in the Sahel states wants the same change. And the people who are observing that the President Alassane Ouattara continuing to be a Trojan horse to the West, to France, and to the United States. Now people are protesting, okay? You cannot do this to our people. They know that what their government is capable of. They know that the history of their own country, the history, how it has been a betrayer and a traitor of Burkina Faso historically since independence time, 1960, since President Boni times, the first president of Burkina Faso, and then there was one in the middle. Then after that, I think Alassane Ouattara comes. So both Alassane Ouattara and Boni have been a traitor and betrayer of Burkina Faso. Right now, there are a number of previous armies are member of Burkina Faso that are sitting in Burkina Faso, in Ivory Coast, who are leading the coup d'etats, attempt in Burkina Faso. And Ibrahim Traore said, and we all have said, that these people continue to get a safe haven. And with all this now for the country to expect that it will just get a green pass is something, something I think being foolish. But the way it happened, I mean, in this fast pace, that is, I mean, kudos to the Ivorian, because we all were asking the Ivory, it is in the hands of Ivorian people if there has to come a power change, that it's in their hands. And that's exactly, I think, if this thing is confirmed. But I tell you what, there is a smoke where there is fire. So there's definitely something is cooking. And that's what we are observing right now. As I say, the president has played the country and, a group of Pan-African, the latest news, what's happening in Ivory Coast is that Ivory Coast has become now hosting the military base, giving the military base to the United States, and also the drone base that has been the US biggest drone base in Africa that has been kicked out from Niger, now is getting a new place in Ivory Coast. It has been warmly welcomed in Ivory Coast. The man that you are seeing, who is a relative of Burkina Faso's President Ouattara, the minister is warmly welcoming this man here, warmly welcoming General Langley and giving him this gift, and assuring him that they will give them this drone base and the military. In fact, the military is also, the report shows that is going to take also with the national army. I mean, it's that fast the United States wants the place. So they are giving them, where all the facility is, where the national army of Ivory Coast is residing. Anyway, I mean, there's no national army. Ivory Coast is not a sovereign country, as it is, continues to be to welcome neo-colonization and serving its former colonial power, France, and serving also the United States, all of these European countries who wants to come and destabilize these sovereign countries, who wants to take their fate in their own hands, who are claiming their natural resources to the benefit of their people. So this is what you see in Ivory Coast, and it's really, we will bring you the latest as it develops. And I mean, the Ivorian people have really amazed us. It was really fast. And we said this, and most of you have commented whenever we talked about in Ivory Coast what's happening there, what are the people doing, why not they change the government. There has been an election, I think, was it in 2025 in October or 2026, and this man is paving the ground to stay for his 5th term. Alassane Ouattara is in power since 2011 or something. He's in power still, and he was preparing to take a seat, and definitely he would have got it if such a revolution is about to happen, supposedly. So let's see the development, and we will bring it to you. Anyway, let us know in the comment section what do you think. A quick shout out to those of you who are here: Clemens, Pan-African Design and Apparel, Everton S. Jackson, Black on Purpose. All of you, thank you very much again. And this is what you have been asking: what are the Ivorian people are doing with that president? This is what they are doing. I don't know. I am like speechless, and I am still. I continue. I will search to get more information regarding this and dig, and until the government, definitely what's happening is when such coup attempts happen, they will see if they can take the situation in control, then they can bring their own narrative. So they will wait and just let the social media to speculate on it, So if it is real, then, the other one will take over, but who is going to take over? All that things are need to be observed. So it's not just for another Trojan horse to come and serve colonial powers. We want really a real change that works for the benefit of the people of Ivory Coast, in other words, to Ivorians. So this is what happens, when you just mess around. This is what happens. Ivory Coast, historically, we need a leader that corrects that mistake you have done in history and continue to do to Burkina Faso and others there in the Sahel states. Well, just a quick thing, when Ibrahim Traore, during that inauguration of Thomas Sankara Mausoleum in Ouagadougou, there were international Pan-African group were welcomed by Ibrahim Traore. And in that, it was composed of a number of African countries, and then from Europe and from the United States. And there were Pan-African groups that came from Ivory Coast. And yesterday I was asking, what did those Pan-African groups say about, about their president? Are they trying to do any, perhaps, to change his mind? Because including myself and most of us didn't expect such a change in such a short time. But let's watch it carefully. We keep an eye on it, and we'll bring you whenever there is a development. Definitely there will be one. But it tells you that wherever there is fire, there's a smoke, and there is a reason for government to stay quiet, not even to come to denounce this. This means there is something out of their control. But if they are back to their control, they will come and tell you nothing happened, this and that, it has been taken care of. So watch it. We'll watch it carefully. Who is from Ivory Coast? Comment, please. I don't know. So Caribbean Africa Culture is asking. So if we will try to bring you people from Ivory Coast and interview live. Now we will pass, to South Africa's president is in the United States. Next up is that there's a live program for Ramaphosa meeting Donald Trump. For now, let's keep an eye. We will keep our eyes and ears open, and we'll let you know. We'll bring you the latest development in Ivory Coast. Thank you very much. I salute you all who come and here, give your support, your love. Definitely, Mary, Brenda, the internet is off. Exactly. That's what we hear from, of course, again, from social media. No, mainstream just tells you, unconfirmed. Not those major mainstreams, actually from neighboring countries, from Nigeria and the like. Not really. The mainstream is just quiet. What you have to know, be careful is that there might be another president still just who is serving the colonial power, just to tell you, a coup happened, and to calm the people. Just another Utara they can bring you. Let's see, let's see because there is a foreign military there, and it's all tricky, it's all tricky. It's very early to say anything. And I don't know if this is odd or something. Earlier, we have shared with you the victory of that motor parade by Burkinabe army when they come back to the capital, and that battle that happened, and they got the victory was in the southwest of Burkina Faso, which is a border with Ivory Coast. I don't know. Kat Dupre, Third Eye, Frederico, these are okay. All the late who commented on the chat section. I will see you in the next one, please. Bye, and tune in again for our report on South Africa's president visit in the United States.